All right, today we have a review of the new Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and this is the Union collaboration. It is known as, I guess, the Chicago Shadow or Shadow Chicago. As you can see, it's kind of a hybrid between both of them, which is something that a Union has been known for from the original release. So it did come with some extra laces as well. The gold laces are probably the ones that everybody's going to be rocking because this is kind of the one that goes with the shoe. Kind of brings you the Union LA logo right here. But I went and I wanted to try both of the other ones since I know that this is the one that's the primary for lacing up. Also, it does come with a hang tag. This one has a Union kind of a blue color right here, kind of nice looking hang tag there. And then something else I like that they actually included is some details in the paper. And it feels like Jordan Brand's been doing a lot more storytelling in a lot of their releases, including collaborations, and I love to see that. So here is the Union paper, Air Jordan Union. Now, just for reference, I do have the black toe colorway as well, so I have both of these. And in a sense, this is kind of like a very similar one to this one. To be honest, I really like this colorway better. But you know, the replicas really ruined this market, I think. I really feel like the chance of you getting a real authentic pair on the open market is so difficult, especially with all the StockX allegations and stuff that's been happening now. I feel like that really probably hurt or hindered the release of the new pair because you don't really even know on the old pair. Anyway, back to the paper, just a little bit of information. Again, it says the logo, it doesn't say Union across here, it actually says UNLA for Union LA. I like that they actually have that, and it's the store colors in that yellow. It says the midsole has a muslin color with some light yellow. And then it says the leather is sleek, 2.0 mm, no skinning, antique rave, flooded. It says just kidding, antique rave. Around the collar, it says no edge binding, which makes this a raw edge around. You can see the exposed foam. And then it says zigzag stitching, tongue top is overlay, which is a nice call out, and you can see the blue stitching right here. And for the laces, it says black and white, white and black, and Union yellow. Obviously, we know the Union yellow, but the black and white are not black and white. It's black and gray, and then like the cream color, and then black. So interesting that that's a little bit different. And then the box, it says OG AJ1 bottom and energy box lid. So I love that they did that as well. So you have the OG style box bottom with the Nike Air branding, and then the lid is the fold down for the energy release. So cool that they actually mixed it up. Now, to be 100% honest, I wasn't overly excited for this release. I did get a pair at retail, which I'm super thankful for that I was able to like get them at retail. But the color blocking in general, I just don't like as much as the Storm Blue colorway, which is the one that got away, and then this colorway right here. I think that both of these ones are just better than this one. That doesn't mean that this is not like one that has a place. And you know, we have reached that Air Jordan 1 fatigue in 2025, so the luster of the Air Jordan 1 is not as high, but it is a mashup of two OG colorways that I think everybody loves. The Chicago ones and then the Shadow ones with the collar. I do like that they kind of kept it true to the original pair that they ended up releasing previous, where you have like a yellow piping around all of the layers of leather, and then also even the collar has kind of just a different sort of feel around the top of it, almost like it's vintaged a bit. The oxidation color and stuff is also a plus. I like that we have some of that going on with the laces as well as in the midsole. And something that they changed that I actually dig, and I don't know why they did this, but it looks kind of cool. And for the tongue, it's kind of like a piece of Tyvek material, and it just says Nike Air on it. And the previous ones had like the original like tongues going on there, but they definitely changed that up a little bit. Other than that, I think it's a fun reimagination of what they created and what really started Union's path to all of the different collabs that they've had with Jordan Brand with the first two colorways. So it's like an extension of that many, many years later. We've seen a ton of different Union collabs since then. We've seen twos, we've seen you know, the one lows, the AJKO one lows. We've seen the Beffy Beauty Supply Air Jordan 1s, which I actually have a pair over there as well. So we've seen a ton of different releases, ton of different collab versions, but none true to the original one that they released over here. And so I think that it's kind of nice in 2025 to be able to have like a refreshed, reimagined version of that. And I think that the execution is done very, very well. It's just a more of a saturated, less desirable model in this current temperature. And is this even a thing where we're feeling like OG fatigue? Because we just had the bread ones, which I did not get, the 85s. And then we also had the black toe ones, which I did get, and I really like that colorway. And then now we have another hybrid of two different OGs mixed together. And with this collab came the collab price as well, 200 plus for them. But I do feel like they did a really good job on this model. The leather quality feels pretty stiff overall, but it does look like it has a pretty nice cut. As for the fit, I would say true to size, same as the Air Jordan 1s. Normally, however they fit you normally is the way that I would say you should go with these. The one thing that was interesting is the leather quality. It doesn't feel as maybe premium as the previous. I mean, some of the panels just look a little bit thinner than the previous collab. I'm looking at the thickness around the gray panel up top here. It looks a little bit thinner. Also around the swoosh and around the back tab here, it just looks a little bit thinner cut than what we saw previously, and which is unfortunate because of the price point of the product. It's not overly soft to the touch, but it is fairly similar to the other version. It just does look a little bit thinner than the previous release. As for laces, which ones do you guys like the best? The yellow colorway that came with them, or the other alternates? You have the cream and black or the black and gray. I really do think that the yellow one is the best one. It's just the one that ties it together and makes it feel like more like a Union collab. And these ones are nice, and the fact that you have the split laces ties it back to like the original one as well, because you had the split laces going on here as well. So I do like that they did that, and it's like the same but different. You could see like the black to cream and then the cream to black on the new one. So anyways, I think the collab has done really well. I think they look great on feet. Overall, I was less excited about these than I anticipated once I got them. And then I saw the laces, I saw the presentation, put them on feet, and I was like, yeah, I mean, definitely would be a pair that I'd be like, dude, in 2 years from now, I'd be like, I can't believe I missed out on that. Like, the opportunity was there, the prices were low. And just because we might have a little OG fatigue now, like we wouldn't maybe in 2 or 3 years from now, who knows, maybe we will. But I feel like I would probably regret not buying these. And so I'm happy that I was able to grab a pair at retail. But leave a comment in the comment section. What do you guys think about the Union LA Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in the Chicago and Shadow colorway? Shadow 1s is one still. You know, surprise, I haven't actually got a pair. I missed out on them on retail the last couple releases. And it's like, probably should be my favorite colorway because I love gray. But leave a comment in the comment section what you think about these, and appreciate y'all for stopping in and watching. Did you guys secure a pair or not? Did your opinion change on them after you got them in hand and on feet? Or is it something that you're still like, nah, you're good on it, you're waiting for the next? And if you are waiting for the next, leave a comment. What's the next pair of sneakers that you're looking to pick up? Like if you didn't like these ones, there's gotta be something in the universe that you are gravitating towards, and I'm curious to see what that is. One of the pairs that I wanna get is the pair of the orange Kobe's that is gonna be dropping eventually. I think I saw something about a WNBA colorway. Anyway, have a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content. Make sure you subscribe and follow for more, all right? Peace, guys.